Alan Smith alongside me, Martin Tyler, and a big welcome to you to this match. This is the lineup for the home side. This is how the visitors shape up. What about the away team today? How do you feel they will measure up?
Absolutely excellent over the last 10 games. Have hardly put a foot wrong. Just wonder whether they continue that out here today.
Keeps it going. That's a penalty, it had to be. There's a penalty and a yellow card.
Yeah, and I think that's sensible. You hate to see a red card for that kind of infringement.
These days, going off your feet like that is running the risk of the referee taking serious action.
Yeah, I think so. And it was a poor tackle. It was badly timed.
A wasted penalty for you.
Oh, head in hands, trying to find the corner. He's just got his angles wrong.
He'll feel good about that. A really strong and clean tackle. And in goes the cross. It's good work by the defensive player to stop that becoming a real menace to his team. That could have been very threatening indeed until that interception. Tabai. Comes in strongly. Lamar. That's a good challenge. Well, we could get some news on the injury. I think Jeff Shreves is on the case.
Looks like a twisted knee.
He's gone for goal. Well, this is a corner, and they've got to defend properly against it. It's the goalkeeper's fist that comes to the rescue here. They're shouting from the sidelines to try and get the referee to let the injured player back on. He looks okay now, which is great.
Yeah, I think he does. He doesn't seem to be any after effects, and he'll be a big boost for them now.
This is the kind of pitch that I think attacking players favour, Alan, don't they?
I think they do, yeah, because it means mistakes from defenders and you know, a little bit of miscontrol, loss of footing, and you're in.
Tabai. Big reception because the player who was injured is now able to come back into the match.
Yeah, good news for his teammates, because he is such an influential player.
And the cross coming in, and he's met it with his head. Oh, and it's over the bar. Lamar. Not a good challenge by the defender. And the cross comes in now. Well, not quite the cross it looked when it was sent in the first place. Tabai. News of a goal from elsewhere, Alan McInally.
It's a goal for the visitors. 19 minutes played, 1-0.
Cheers, Alan. Tackled well. Well, they had it for a long time, now they've lost it. Right in quickly to try and win the ball back. Shot doesn't get very far, blocked away. Well, they've got a corner. It's a goalkeeper who's asserted himself from the corner. The defenders love that. Alan McInally's our man, watching elsewhere. Alan, what have you got to tell us?
It's a goal for the home team. 23 minutes played, 1-0.
Thanks, Alan. He's going to cross it. Off the crossbar. And back into the penalty area. Volley's at goal. Well, he had a try with his weaker foot. Sometimes you just have a swing, and if you connect sweetly, you get a spectacular goal that surprises you as much as the opposition.
Yeah, and when you don't connect sweetly, it looks a little bit embarrassing, and it did out there.
Got to be. And it's out for a corner. Only got 3 points, the home team, from their last 5 league games.
Yeah, it's a meagre return, and it might cost them come the end of this season, and a chance here, though, to put things right.
And this is going to be a throw. Here's the chance. A decent effort, just off target.
Yeah, unlucky, because he got some power behind the ball, just not the direction.
So here we are, Alan, with the visitors in the best form they could possibly imagine. 6 consecutive victories.
Yeah, it almost doesn't matter whether they're home or away, and they've played the same brand of football, and I'd expect them to do that here.
Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. Tackle goes in. That's a fine tackle. Goes for goal! It wasn't the best connection, was it? You've got to hit these new footballs right in the middle, right on that sweet spot.
Yeah, and he's normally quite reliable when it comes to striking the ball, but got that one a little bit wrong.
And the booking now will be completed. The referee's come back to the offender.
Yeah, he had eyes in the back of his head there almost. He saw it at the corner of his eye and he made sure he went back to it.
Throw in now. Here comes the cross. And here's the shot. It's not a decisive save. He scored! Ruled out here, it was offside.
Well, the lad took it well, but quite rightly the linesman flag goes up.
This is going to clear it up for us, Alan, I think.
Well, looking at the goal scorer, he was convinced he'd timed his run, but looking at it, that's a great decision by the assistant.
He's got out of the way of that slide tackle. Clever. Well, they're in a good position here. And he goes for goal. They've still got it. And he goes for goal with his head. Well, the goal was gaping. And somehow, with the opportunity to put them into the lead, he's missed the target. Incredible.
Well, it's totally embarrassing from his point of view. I think he took his eye off it, Martin. I really do. That could be the only explanation.
Ramirez. Tabai. Good forward play from them. And the goalkeeper well placed to deal with the header.
Yeah, that was as easy as you like for him.
And the whistle has gone because the assistant flagged for offside. Possibly booking this. Well, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, I don't think there's any choice there from the ref.
These days, going off your feet like that is running the risk of the referee taking serious action.
Well, he's dived in. It's a reckless one.
That's cleared the danger, the header. That's how to tackle. Now Kirk. Oh, he's won it back. That's a really good tackle. Here's the cross. That's a good... He's reached it, but I don't know how. And there is the half-time whistle. 0-0 at the break. There's been a lot of effort from these two well-matched teams, but nothing decisive. And they kick off at the start of the second half. Referee sees that as a foul, and it is a free kick. He's gone for goal. Very safe goalkeeping to make the stop and keep hold of the ball. And the player working hard to stay in possession. In with a chance. It's easy to criticise, but his shooting is weak at the moment.
Well, he wears his heart on his sleeve, this lad, and having missed several chances, look at him, absolutely furious with himself.
Knew exactly where he wanted to head that. Well, let's hear from Alan McInally, who's got news of us sending off at the game he's watching.
It's a red card for the visitors. They're down to 10 men. 52 minutes played. It remains 1-0.
Cheers, Alan. Tackle goes in. He's beaten his man. Which way is he going to go now? Support on either side. Could get his cross in now. On the attack here. Could be in trouble here after that earlier card. Oh, this team are going to lose a player here for a second yellow card.
Well, his teammates won't thank him for that now. They're right up against it with 10 men.
Sliding in and taking his part in the game into a dangerous territory, really.
Yeah, I think so. And it was a poor tackle. It was badly timed.
However the game changes, there's always place for headed clearances like that. There is some backup for him in this position. That's another successful challenge. Could be dangerous. Here's a shot. Very hard for those who are trying to score in this match against two goalkeepers of such quality.
Yeah, I think the strikers are beginning to lose belief, actually.
Needs a bit of assistance here, and it's coming on the right. Good challenge here. Well, there was real danger there until the defender stepped in. Throw in now. Alan, what do you think about his form recently?
Been struggling, hasn't he? It's not the kind of form that we've become accustomed to with this lad. I don't know what's going on.
Keeps it going well. And here's the shot. Well, it's a bit of a malaise, isn't it, for this team? They just can't find the range with their shooting.
No, certainly haven't got the shot. Shooting boots on Martin, have they? And I just wonder whether that's going to continue all match.
Well, it could be that decisions like this will decide the game. We're going to see a tactical substitution here, I'm sure, to try and turn this draw into a win. It's where you want to try and get control in midfield, and they've got the ball. Right in quickly to try and win the ball back. Could be a yellow card here for that foul. And we have got an issue of discipline in this game. One team are in serious trouble of ending with 3 or 4 players sent off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's behind it, but they looked an angry team from the start and piling into challenges.
He is the Governor-General of this team. Passed it Gets it back, passes it again, wants it back. Too critical here, Alan. At this level, surely players should be two-footed. He's clearly not.
Yeah, a bit of a bugbear of mine. I think professional footballers, they've got all week to train, and they should train on their weaknesses, and this is clearly a weakness of this lad.
Lamar lost his marker cleverly. To be working hard to try and get the goal that will put them into the lead. And he's got the ball well to set his team on the front foot by intercepting. Alan McInally wants to join us now. He's got a goal to tell us about.
It's a second goal for the home team. 76 minutes played. 2-1.
Thanks, Alan. They've got to make a substitution now for this fella because he's definitely hurt. Comes in with a tackle. And the referee's read that perfectly. They can play on even though it was a foul.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a yellow card after this move, but he should let the move go on.
It's another attack with plenty of support for him. Here's the cross. In those circumstances, the referee's had a good look at it, but he's decided, fair enough, he's played the ball, not really touched the man, but it could have been dangerous. Yeah, he's come back. I like this kind of refereeing. Play the advantage, and then go back and punish the offender. And that's what he's doing here, yellow card.
We see it happen too often where the referee blows straight away and he doesn't let advantage be played, but not this time with this fella. He did well.
Free kick given by the ref. He's been shown a yellow card.
Yeah, and I think that was a simple one actually for the ref. He was right on top of it.
Well, that's risky going in like that.
Well, it is. He saw the ball and he thought he could win it, but just a fraction off.
Well, here we are, seeing a team really defend Alan Smith.
Well, one or two boos from the supporters. They're not happy with this negative approach, but I don't think they'll mind if it does the job.
Conventional tactics here in this situation when you're winning, to run down the clock and wait for the final whistle.
Well, it's all about just wasting time now. We've seen this so often down the years. As frustrating as it can be for the opposition, it only does the trick.
Oh, well, still no goals here, and only 5 minutes left. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Will be a free kick. This is in danger of getting out of hand. A yellow this time. Could have been another red, maybe should have been another red. The referee being a bit sympathetic in the end.
Yeah, I think this is where your captain's got to step in and just have a word with his teammates, just to let things lie, settle down for the next 10 minutes.
Is the referee going to do here? It's been a game, as the foul count shows, which is on the screen now, it's been a game where both teams are trying to get a physical advantage over the other.
Yeah, and I think it's been a...
Possibly a booking this. It's yellow from the ref.
Oh, without question.
This could be a case of the player being taken off here, because he looks very fatigued. In with a chance, still in play here. Well, that's a fantastic clearance. He rose to the occasion and saved the day. He's being challenged now. Well, he's been given the ball, really. Didn't have to do too much to get it. It's a poor pass. Player's holding his breath now, I think. He's already on a yellow. It's a show of temper here. So late in the game, a bit silly, really.
Oh, that's a proper loss of discipline from him. Poor show.
Some players react well to getting a first yellow card. Great. And there's the last blast on the whistle today. All credit to everyone involved here. The game could have been called off, really. They played it.